Welcome everyone to Let's Kvetch. I'm Rabbi Leban.
And I'm Howard Wedgell.
We are your co-kvetchers, co-hosts of the Let's Kvetch podcast.
And by the way, I've got a real kvetch in this podcast.
Today, actual kvetching will be taking place.
I'm going to kvetch like you wouldn't believe.
You won't believe how Howard is going to kvetch on today's episode.
Yo, welcome to the show. It's Let's Kvetch, where mindful speech and wisdom always stretch. Rabbi Raphael, Howard on the mic, dropping Torah gems every day insight.
This is... I had us in mind when this happened.
I mean, you were ready to kvetch about it as the story was unfolding.
It was unfolding, and I mean, I should have been taking notes, so hopefully everything's up here. But it was just so you know, be prepared.
Be prepared,
because this is
maybe we should have a warning for our viewers. Be prepared for some significant kvetching to take place.
I'm going to try and withhold. It's about a company. It's not about a person.
Right. We're going to kvetch responsibly.
Right. So hopefully, yeah. And I'm not going to mention the name, but so anyway. So a few weeks ago, I decided to. Because the internet speed at my house, because I have my home office in the house, I do a fair amount of work at the house, and sometimes the internet speed, for whatever reason,
kaput.
It just it was sporadic. Either it was high, it was low. I was getting just tired of it.
Gefährlich.
That in Yiddish, which means
awful. What it means? It means that it is worth kvetching about.
Okay.
You're entitled.
What was the word?
Gefährlich.
Gefährlich. Okay. It's not related to farfel or any... No.
Nor farfignugen. No, not related to any of those words. It is Yiddish.
Okay.
By the way, I got that Let's Kvetch book. There is a book.
Right.
By Michael Weck.
Yeah.
Wex?
Wex.
Yeah. Yes. Wex, I think.
Yes.
And very cute. Yeah, we got to get him on the show.
Yeah.
He talks about Yiddish in general and Jewish life, and there's a whole section on kvetching. And he would make a great guest. So for a future episode.
Right. Well, I actually reached out. To him, and he responded. I think either by email or some other platform.
Okay, we'll get him on
LinkedIn. I don't remember.
Great.
Anyway,
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's all right. I'm used to it by now. Okay, so anyway, I decided to check out other other companies.
Okay.
Now, the one we were with internet, and then we bundled it with home phone, etc. But like a lot of people, you're using your cell phone for the most part. I don't really use I use my cell phone for work, and my beloved. Sometimes we use the phone, but rare.
Yeah.
So the companies I checked were much higher. I went to now the old company, but I went to them and say, what if I got this speed, what would that cost? Okay.
Yeah. You're doing a little comparative shopping.
Which is fair.
Because you're dissatisfied with your current service.
Correct.
Okay.
Right. And not that I would necessarily use that as a way for them to drop pricing, but I was legitimately looking for an alternative service.
Because you had a legitimate kvetch.
Very much so.
You were upset.
Very much so.
You were upset. How hot on a scale of 1 to 10? How hot were you?
No. I mean, because this has been ongoing for some time. So I said,
Oi, that's what you say when someone shares their kvetch with you. You say, oi, and you kvetch.
So that's like a sympathy.
Yeah. That's right. That's a sympathetic response.
Okay. So, Or
I could say, oi, 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 if it was really bad. But I don't think this warrants that.
I don't know if 3 ois... is warranted.
This doesn't really, in this case, for sure, not warranted.
Yeah, I don't think
because there's just a minor technological frustration
you're
experiencing.
So, can I continue with the story?
Kvetch on.
Thank you. So I, go online to look at other companies. Found a particular company that offered a much higher speed and for a rate pretty close to what we're paying now without the home phone service, however. Okay. So I called my beloved. I said, this is the rate. We're not going to have a home phone that, if we want,
We're getting rid of the home phone.
We're going to get rid of it, or we can add, but it's going to cost this much.
You guys are like such young techies. Look at you.
No,
Not going to have a home phone. Just cell phones and internet. Who needs a home phone?
No,
You're like young people that don't have home phones. Us old people we still cling to our home phones. I still have a Princess phone, which is attached to the wall and has, it has like you can hang up on someone. That's the best part of it. Did you ever notice that you can't hang up on someone, loudly with a cell phone? How do you do that? Bam! You want to slam down the phone. On that service agent from the cell phone company,
or because we had one on the wall.
On the wall
too,
Yes,
and
but now you're telling your wife we're getting rid of it. We're going, honey, we're going just to cell phones. We're going to be young again.
So, if I had known that, I would have done that.
Because all you have to do is cancel your home phone, then you're young again.
Oh my gosh!
If it were that easy,
right? So okay, so I decide to order from this company, and I tell the person on the phone, because a coaxial cable is necessary. I said I don't have in the house, so just so you know, I don't have. Okay, no problem. Okay, technician comes on a Monday morning, and the guys, I take him outside in the back, and he's looking wires and this and that, and then he says, I have to go to your neighbor because that's where it comes in. I don't, I'm not that tech. Okay, so wherever it's going. Okay, he drives around the back of the house, and he looks, and then he calls me, and he says, I can't do it.
I can't do it?
Can't do it. So I'm like, okay. So he says, I'm in the back. So I go in the back, and he says, it's too dangerous with just my ladder. I got to send a bucket truck.
Oh, he can't do it.
He can't do it.
It can be done, but he cannot do it.
He, the technician.
He's got to call in for backup on this.
Right. He's got to get a bucket truck.
A bucket truck.
Okay. So I'm familiar with the term because.
What about the ladder truck and the water truck, the hose truck? Is everybody
it's not
coming?
called the fire department.
Who else is coming?
But just the bucket truck. Now I'm familiar because of the Erev. They have the Erev.
Yes, that's right. The local Erev has a bucket truck. Okay.
So I said, okay, what does that mean? I'm going to send,
He's not going to charge you for this, is he?
Hang on. So he says he's going to call his boss or the, whoever sends it out, and he says, I'll call you later to let you know when the bucket truck is going to come. Okay.
Okay. We're waiting by the phone. So phone on the wall.
So I had, so I'm sitting, that call never came.
Aye.
And no email.
No email, nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
And
so that was Monday. So the next day I go into my account with that new company, and I see some kind of statement or for the appointment. The appointment is that next Friday. Okay.
Next Friday, not this coming Friday.
This coming Friday. Okay. All right.
Now we're at Friday.
Okay. Guy calls. He says, I'll be there in 15 minutes. Great. Okay. So he shows up. I said, you have a bucket truck, right? He goes, bucket truck? Maybe he didn't know what a bucket truck is.
Maybe he called it something else. Hook and ladder.
He says, no, I don't have a bucket truck.
Okay. New guy? This is a different guy,
This
obviously.
is a new guy.
New guy.
So I said, wait a minute. The guy on Monday said he was going to order a bucket truck because he couldn't do it.
Maybe this guy can do it.
So he said, let me take a look.
Okay, maybe this is your guy.
So he said that he also goes to the neighbor. He comes back. He says, I don't know why that guy couldn't do it. I can do it.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
Great.
No bucket truck.
No
just
bucket.
A week later.
So I went through the whole thing. I said, look, this, he said he was going to get, whatever. Okay. And so he says, I can do it. Okay. puts it in, hooks it up. We hooked it up, okay, and the internet speed is about 10% higher than what I was getting.
Bupkis.
Bupkis.
Again, Bupkis. After all this,
so
again,
I look, and then I check the speed on my phone.
again with the Bupkis.
And, well, that's a new Yiddish word that we've not used.
Okay, what is How do you
What
do?
is bupkis?
Bupkis is
Not worth. What's bupkis?
it means garnished.
Right.
Bupkis is garnished.
Right.
What does it mean? It means nothing.
Right. That's what I got. So I said, okay, hang on 1 second. But I checked my phone, my cell phone.
Okay.
That I connected to the network. My cell phone was getting an elevated speed.
Blood pressure was up.
It was good.
Oh, the speed was good.
The speed
Okay.
was good. No,
Yeah.
no, I wasn't checking my. Yeah. So, okay, so I'm not working on my phone. I need my desktop. The whole point was to get that speed.
Right.
Okay, because I'm supposed to get
Work from home.
300 megs.
300 somethings.
300 lots.
Right. Gigs, megs,
A lot of
bytes.
a lot of mice running fast.
Fast.
Yeah,
You need fast.
So he said, just give it a little bit. Like, okay.
It's warming up. It needs to. It needs to get some, time.
So I said, okay, fine. I'm like, I'm a little. I don't understand. I'm starting off with this new relationship, and it's not going well.
Not so good so far.
Okay, not so good. Okay, so that was Friday. Motzei Shabbos.
Okay.
I come back to my computer. Beautiful. It's working.
Nice.
Okay, it's working. It's great. I'm getting close to what I was supposed to get. Close to
Wow.
300.
Is
Great.
this a happy ending?
Not yet. Hang on. Gets better. Sunday morning, I come home from shul. No internet.
No
Nothing.
internet.
Nothing.
Bupkis?
But worse than bupkis.
What's
Worse than I don't know. What is worse than bupkis?
less nothing than nothing?
Nothing. Gornished, megornished. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
it was.
Oi, 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 oi.
All right. Now I'm a little, I'm frustrated. I'm like, okay, because I had put in the cancellation
For the old
for
service.
the old service, which I think was still operational, but anyways.
Maybe they were getting in the way. Maybe the old service was slowing down the new service.
So I'm on and then try to get somebody again on the phone with tech support. It's virtually impossible. I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. People, humans.
It's just so you go on the phone. I'm texting. I'm going back and nobody can figure. Like, we don't know why you're not getting. Okay. Sunday night. I'm like, okay. Sometimes when you put something away, sometimes you come back, whatever.
Yeah, in the modern world, you turn it on and off, and it's all
turn
better.
off the computer.
You tried that.
Did all that stuff.
Tried
did
that.
All that. Okay.
Didn't help.
Now Sunday night. Now I have internet. Okay. But it's from 1 minute to the next. It's either up or it's down. I'm getting service, but it's not nearly what I was promised to get. Okay, do you hear the frustration? I'm a little frustrated.
We're at Sunday here, and I am losing
This is Sunday right after install. I'm like, okay.
Right after.
Right at. Can you? Oh
Within days of the new service,
Right.
they probably took the money already, right? They've already charged you for
They're
this.
charging me, right?
They're charging you for this.
Right, and I'm like,
disaster.
so I'm like, why should I pay for the install?
Yeah.
And two,
Yeah.
I just want to get the service that I was promised to get.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted what they told me.
So
This sounds, by the way, I just want to interrupt you for this is really a lengthy kvetch. Let me just say,
Okay.
and it's a meaningful. It's a very, it really.
And I appreciate you listening. And you,
listeners,
I appreciate you listening because
this is a special genre of tech kvetch.
No, but just so you know, there is a happy ending.
Oh, okay,
but
good.
I had to go through a little strife to get to that.
All right, let's keep going. Is this story? We're almost at the happy ending. I'm not trying to rush you. I'm just asking where we're. I just want to know where in the landscape we are. No, go ahead.
Okay, right. So we're close. We're close. So I said, first of all, I'm connecting from the guy came into the house, into my den. My home office is in the basement, although it's a tri-level, so it's not. So I have one level up, and I was connecting by Wi-Fi. Okay. So somebody says, can you try connecting by, directly from the router or modem, whatever the thing's called?
Plug it in.
Plug it in. I said, I can't do that right now.
Different floor.
No, I got to because I got to get the cable.
Yeah.
So I call my camera guy, and he comes over. Now, again, I got to still pay him, for his time. So we connect. Great. It's perfect.
Okay.
So direct connection from the router to my computer.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now I try and go back to that company and say, look, I had to go through this, pretty much a whole week without, getting the service. You sent a technician who didn't or couldn't, whatever the case. I still had to, and you didn't let me know about rescheduling the time. I mean, maybe I wasn't, I do a lot of work from home, but however, I could have been on an appointment, I could have been out, whatever the case.
Yep.
Nobody called to verify that.
Okay.
Okay.
Also on the list of the problems.
Right. So, here's the thing: if you want customers, especially a new relationship, you do what you have to do to maintain. This isn't not just because somebody's new. You should always be doing this. This is customer service, and I think we lose sight of that. Okay, so I said I really don't think I should pay for the install.
Yeah.
And I think I had a legitimate gripe. And
This is, I hope our listeners will add in either in the comment or they could email howard@cleanspeech.com and they could tell us if they agree that based on all the facts as you've expressed them, is this a legitimate kvetch of significant, a significant legitimate kvetch?
Right.
I'm going to withhold my opinion on that, and
Okay,
let's see
so
what the
we'll
studio audience is going to say.
Right, assuming that they can email.
If not, they'll have to stop you on the street and tell us what
I'm around.
Yeah, you can get a hold of Howard probably. If you're watching this show, you've probably been contacted by Howard directly, and let him know because it's so validating, as we heard in last week's episode with Shua Horowitz of the Eastside Kosher Deli about validating kvetching. Someone like you, anyone like you has a kvetch. Someone has
like me.
Well, I didn't mean it. That's
What
right. I didn't mean it like that.
What?
Someone who has a kvetch. Someone is kvetching. And the first thing to
it's
do
legitimate.
is
I'm just not at whim saying
you don't just kvetch all the time.
Which I could do, but no, I had a legitimate issue, and I tried to work things out.
Our job when hearing that is to validate. Let's confirm in this difficult issue. Was there good news at the end?
Yes,
we did get good news.
we do.
Did they give you a discount?
They took off the install.
They
took off the.
We
install.
love it. Jews love a discount. Look at it. If you had to suffer through the, you didn't have to pay retail.
But
as long as you.
But it still cost me, because I couldn't connect Wi-Fi because it was still going up and down.
There's real,
and then I had to bear the cost of
real costs.
Real cost.
Yeah.
I had, to have it connected.
Okay.
But,
so let me just review.
Yeah.
You had bad internet. You kvetched about it in a constructive way. You ended up going with another service, which did a terrible job. You again kvetched with them in a constructive, positive way. And at the end of the day, you have better internet and you didn't have to pay for the install.
And by the way, none of this is taking place person to person. I'm doing this by texting.
You're text kvetching.
I'm text kvetching.
You're text kvetching. You're tech
and maybe
kvetch.
that's why these companies don't want somebody yelling at them or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
but of course you kvetched responsibly.
Of course I did.
I mean, good.
So
as I'm listening to the
sometimes
story,
I would have put an exclamation point on.
Exclamation points. That's a good question for the listening audience.
What is that?
Is that over the top or not? Is that
no.
too
Well,
much?
it wasn't all caps. I didn't use all caps.
Was it more than one exclamation point?
It could have been.
Ooh.
Yeah, it could have been.
Okay.
So you're surmising my issue, and your evaluation is.
Well, I don't know if this is an official evaluation, but I will tell you that first of all, I'm sorry. I just want to express.
Thank you.
Sorry that you had to go through that.
I appreciate it.
Sounds. I'm glad that the story had a happy ending. Is good. But it does make me think about something sort of timely. As we're filming this episode of Let's Kvetch here in the studio, in just a few short days, it's going to be the fast day of the 9th of Av, Tisha B'Av. The 9th of Av is coming up Sunday, and in that context, I'm listening to you, Kvetch, and in my mind, it's in context. Can I just share that with you?
Please do.
So, we are, as we fast, as a nation, we're trying to recognize the losses that we've gone through. We lost our temple not once but twice. We on the 9th of Av, we lost the opportunity to go into the promised land when the Jews were back in the desert in biblical times. And over the years, many things the Jews have suffered, we know, and we have plenty of room to kvetch about it. And one could mistakenly think that the 9th of Av is just a kvetching day in the calendar. It's a national day of kvetching. Let's just kvetch about all those losses, all the suffering, all the tragedy, all the pogroms, you name it. We've got what to kvetch about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that's what it's really about.
Okay.
I don't think that's what it's about. But there is a certain, it could sound like that. It could sound like that. You've participated in the traditional Tisha B'Av liturgy, and it includes Lamentations, the Book of Lamentations. What are Lamentations? I'm lamenting.
Yes.
Could we call that kvetching?
Yeah.
It's a lament.
Right.
Maybe that's like a poetic translation of the word kvetch. I'm lamenting.
Well, maybe
I'm kvetching.
Yeah, because maybe Yiddish wasn't
around back then. What was the author of the Book of Lamentations? Jeremiah. So he couldn't have said kvetching.
Yeah. So I don't.
Kvetchentations doesn't have the same ring, but. Well, here's really where I'm going with all this.
Okay.
There is a value and maybe all kvetching has this value, and that is we use kvetching and we lament something when we're trying to recognize that not all is as it should be. Can I say that? I have something that's going wrong that really we want to address. It should get better. Want to ameliorate. That means something's not right. And I think that part of what Tisha B'Av is for us today is just to recognize something's not right. Mm-hmm. Something's not right. What it's true that anti-Semitism is on the rise, but Jews in America have been pretty comfortable, pretty happy here, and we could lose track. You could lose sight of the fact that this is really not the Jewish homeland. This is not where we're supposed to be, and not all is as it should be. And for me, Tisha B'Av comes along and reminds me that, there's a lot of things wrong with sort of the status of the Jewish people in Jewish history. We've got what to fix, what to work on.
Yeah, I think I got to fix my hat too. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
But
you with me on that?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
Today I think that there's a realization as I'm listening to your story that if you wouldn't have kvetched about your internet service, you probably wouldn't have gotten a new company to come in and provide you a better service. If you hadn't have kvetched to that new company that didn't install it very well and take care of you, you probably wouldn't have got a discount. So there was a value to recognizing that there was something that you wanted fixed, and then you went and got it fixed. And maybe that's just an approach. Maybe that's an approach to Tisha B'Av. That is, if there's something that strikes us, that we're inclined to kvetch about, we're going to kvetch responsibly, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Not all caps, not too many exclamation points. But there's a recognition. There's something that we ought to address. And the Jewish people on Tisha B'Av, if we get to Tisha B'Av and we lament, we could recognize there's stuff that we got to work on as a people.
Correct. Individually and collectively as a nation.
Yeah, and that's a good. Is that a good attitude?
Very good.
So I thought that your story. I'm so moved by it. I don't know. Moved is the right word. It was you should get an Oscar for that, Kvetch. I don't know, but
well, had we done this on that day, it would have been.
Had we really gotten it from you when it was fresh,
it would have been elevated. But
when it was ripe.
Anyway,
okay.
No, I think that our viewers and listeners are hopefully they've been they're catching up to all the podcasts that we've done. This is number 7.
Holy number. They should you remind them to like, share, and follow.
Right. So this is a good point. Like, share, and do all the things you have to do.
Do all the things.
Yes, Harry.
And we'll see you next week on
on
Let's Kvetch for
right,
episode
right,
number
right.
8.
Right. But
Thanks
don't
for
forget,
joining,
Kvetch responsibly.
and remember to Kvetch responsibly. Thanks for being with us.
Take care.
Welcome to the show. It's Let's Kvetch, where mindful speech and wisdom always stretch. Rabbi Raphael, Howard on the mic, dropping Torah gems, everyday insight. Let's Kvetch, let's not forget. Choose words wisely, no regret. Guard your tongue, learn the flow. Jewish vibes on the podcast. Let's go. From Lashon Hara to keeping speech kind, every syllable affects the divine. Pause before you speak, breathe and reflect. Every day my Vaughn earns respect. Howard's got the laughs, Rabbi keeps it deep. Lessons on the lips for your soul to keep. We're talking truth, talking shalom by it. Heart stays soft when the tone stays quiet. Let's Kvetch, let's not forget. Choose words wisely, no regret. Guard your tongue, learn the flow. Jewish vibes on the podcast. Let's go. Rhythm of the mitzvah, speech is gold. Lesson in restraint, let the story unfold. No gossip, no hate, keep the temple clean. Listeners engaged in that mindful routine.